Association, the Ohio Petroleum Council, and the Ohio Shell Coalition for putting this event together. I think it's very important that we all get together in the same room and talk about this great industry that is going to affect Ohio. As Linda said, I represent the 63rd District, which is in northeast Ohio, Trumbull County. I serve on the Agriculture Committee, Natural Resources, and Public Utilities Committee, which a lot of this legislation for oil and gas will go to. Just a little background so you understand how the district has been affected by the oil and gas. Traditionally, my district has been steel and manufacturing-based industries. At times we've had Westinghouse, General Electric, LTD, Sharon Steel, and other steel companies in the district. However, in the late 70s, as we saw in the steel industry, we saw a steady decline. High unemployment, students living in the area, no real development heading into the district. That was then. Fast forward to today. Today we see exciting times in the district, and here's what we're seeing. Two words I like to hear: opportunity and jobs. In the district, in 2010, a French company, which is B&M Star, invested $1 billion. That is the largest investment in the entire United States. This added by adding to their steel mills, they created seamless pipe. They employ hundreds of not just steel workers, but laborers, electricians, all sorts of other second industries, which created another local business opportunities. We have TMK IPSCO, a Russian-based company, also a steel manufacturer. They do the steel pipe in Hawk, ship it up to my hometown of North Ohio, and then they thread the pipe and send it throughout the entire United States. Exterra is building a new site and investing millions of dollars in hiring. Several other plastic and chemical companies are also investing in the district. The result has been unemployment, one of the lowest levels in years. And my district in our area is leading the state in unemployment numbers. I think this is very important to note that the oil and gas boom in my district is just in its infancy. We have yet to even frack one well. But it's important also to note that this is not a Democrat or Republican issue, but a right and wrong issue for the state of Ohio. Now with this industry, we're going to face a lot of challenges. We understand that going forward, and in my district we have faced several challenges. Back in December of 2011, December 31st, we had seismic activity that occurred. That seismic activity was in part due to an injection well that was on a fault line that nobody knew about. But what was important, I think, about that is that government came together and acted, not overreacted. I think that's important. What we saw was a Senate Bill 315, an energy bill that was very bipartisan. And it comes to some of the things that we learned with this injection on some of the problems. And what we came out with a great bill that had some of the strongest regulations for the environment to protect it, but at the same time, let industry go. Let it still be able to do what it needs to do. And I think that's very important. Also, we have another challenge is the impact to our communities, the roads, the infrastructure. We have to make sure that we do it right, we do the right movements, and make sure those are done as well as possible. Hiring practices. We want to make sure that Ohioans are getting jobs. We understand that as the business comes in, these are wells that we're not used to drilling. We understand that. But as the wells come in and as the progression goes, we need to see more Ohioans. This can be a success for everyone and a win-win. But in order to be a win-win, I think we have to create a partnership between the community and the industry. And in Trumbull County, we've done that. We have created a good partnership between local businesses, elected local officials, state government officials, and oil and gas. Our engineers worked with several companies, including British Petroleum, on the RUMAS agreements. Local business leaders, the Youngstown Warren Regional Chamber of and worked with businesses coming in, the oil and gas companies coming in, and having partnerships and conferences that they have has created more stimulation jobs for our local businesses. We must identify the problems and the solutions and capitalize on the benefits. And the only way to do that is to work together. And I think a case study in my district that's been very important, that has worked, that I think that can work throughout the state, is an agreement and the way we worked with British Petroleum when they came into my district. In March of 2012, they leased 84,000 acres in Trumbull County. They spent $330 million in my district. They also provided for 17% royalties. And what's important about this is the farmers and the landowners get to keep their land. Farmers who have been farming for generation upon generation can continue to do that. I think that's important. Farmers and landowners who months ago were facing foreclosure are now millionaires. And I think the PPP did this was very important. What they did is they reached out to local leaders. They said, we're coming in, here's what we're going to do. Sat down with Randy Smith, our engineer, went over the rules with them, worked assiduously. I think that partnership was very important. So everybody understood what was going on. Next, they met with the local landowners and had several information meetings with them. That put them at ease. I think that was important. And also reaching out to local government leaders, trustees, township trustees, and local other leaders. I think that getting everybody in the same room to talk about the problems, talk about the solution to these problems, created a win-win. They put a headquarters, although not in my district, they put it in close, but not in my district. We're going to talk about that next. But it's very important that they have a presence and they understand some of the problems of what's going on. Now, with all the cutbacks that we have had on local government and with our schools, they stepped up and donated $50,000 to the STEM program in Trumbull County. They donated over $25,000 to youth programs in my district. Next year, they have committed to investing $250,000 in different charities and education programs to better the quality of life in Trumbull County. I think we all need to understand that there are going to be hiccups along the way. But if we can follow BP's example, I think we can minimize the risk while maximizing the benefit of this information. Thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak.